Retox is a 360-degree, multidimensional solution that is palpable and efficient. And it's served up by someone that lives the life you do. Me. You should most definitely expect to find me dancing stiletto-clad on a table, sipping champagne, sometimes into the wee hours of the night. The next day, you will probably see me again at sunrise jetting across a city sidewalk, croissant and coffee in hand, ready to take on a jam-packed workday. I am an absolute lush of life, as indulgent as I am disciplined. What makes my ride feasible, both in my life now as an entrepreneur and in my first career path on Wall Street, are the simple practices that sustain my body, sanity, and overall wellness. I call them Retox cocktails because they combine potent ingredients from millennia-old traditions with today's science, and they can be imbibed in the midst of your daily routine. They are 1 part yoga, 1 part nourishment, and 1 part mindset, stirred together with a dose of reality, each designed to address a specific life challenge. I deconstruct the causes of what you may be experiencing and offer up a remedy, a holistic, 360-degree solution that won't make you look weird, feel annoyed, or roll your eyes. I personally get squeamish around barefoot yoga cliques, unwarranted hugs from random people I do not know, master starvation cleanses and elimination diets, rules for eating that go against 2,000 years of humanity, repeated Om Shantis, and above all, the phrase, let go. I like to keep it real, focusing on facts and science, anatomy, biology, physiology, ancient philosophy texts, real life. And instead of drifting through a sea of rules that promise a better body and a magical life, I use simple tenets as a base to take charge, to retox, within the life we have. A California girl raised on athletic fields, basketball courts, running trails, and in swimming pools, I traveled east for the classrooms of Princeton, and after graduating moved to New York City to take on the Wall Street trading floors at Morgan Stanley. Throughout my early years in the city, I was an avid athlete and a running addict, averaging 60 miles a week after my extensively long days on the floor, attempting to stay as true to my fitness-oriented California roots as possible in the urban jungle I had come to love. I worked hard, played hard, and sweated harder, pretty much all on a daily basis. I came to yoga reluctantly at first, borderline hating it, biased by visions of unshaven Berkeley hippies and fears of statically wasting time. Yet one day, as I walked up the Bowery in my dad's navy blue 1970s-era Adidas shorts, I noticed that my legs appeared significantly larger than those of my skinny rocker boyfriend. Double the size, to be precise. How could that be? I was running all the time, swimming, and eating carb-free. Yes, I was working 15-hour days, but that did not explain what I was staring at beneath those vintage shorts, and this was before the spin craze. We went to dinner outside at the Bowery bar, where I proceeded to spaz out silently in my mind about what life was doing to my body. After turning down a basket of chips and salsa, a blasphemy for a Cali native, my boyfriend interrupted my mental laments and asked what was wrong. I sheepishly pointed out my legs, to which he matter-of-factly told me to go to yoga. I looked at him and rolled my eyes, as if. So infuriated by his inane suggestion, I decided to prove him wrong and give yoga a shot. The next morning, I threw on my basketball clothes, huge mesh shorts and an XXL t-shirt, and grabbed a double espresso. I had read somewhere that it would up my heart rate and make me sweat in those easy yoga classes. I chugged it, walked into the studio, and sat down for class. Bad idea. I'll spare you the details, but it was awful and hard, so much so that I faked a cramp and walked out halfway through, soaking in sweat, tangled in my mesh, and bewildered. Not to mention feeling totally dejected by the sea of models and dancers making it all look so easy. In